anyone who's been on Facebook or who may be trolling the internet looking for information on metaphysics is going to come across the concept that the energies on the planet are shifting, which is true. The magnetic fields are definitely shifting on the planet and have been for a while. But the other concept that you're going to run across is that because of these energy shifts, somehow every physical anomaly, every bit of depression, fear, doubt, anything is caused by these. So I would like to dispel that myth. We are humans and we are living in a human body. As such, there will be aches and pains, and there are normal aches and pains and normal growing pains, and there will be normal emotional pains as well in our evolution, in our normal evolution. Certainly the energy shifts can create a little bit of neurological discomfort, and what I mean by that is our nervous system is very sensitive to shifts, and because of that sensitivity you may find yourself becoming a little bit more irritable and more angry. And as things in the world begin to come up into our knowledge, that'll make us more fearful. But again, yes, the energy can make this somewhat worse, but it is not the total cause. Additionally, you will be reading things like, oh, if you're an empath, you can't do this, or you feel this more deeply, or you will pick up all this negative energy and you will get sick and you will have headaches and tummy aches and whatever else. Again, some of this is natural human physical anomalies. It has nothing to do with whether you're an empath or not. However, if you are an empath who is not protecting yourself, then certainly you will pick up other people's stuff. And that can be other people's feelings of negativity, of fear, of depression. It can be that you will pick up other people's illnesses. I know as an empath my entire life that I have had these experiences personally, where that I will pick up illnesses that did not belong to me. I will pick up emotions that did not belong to me. But as a grown person, I have learned to take responsibility. And one of the ways as an empath you can take responsibility for kind of blocking this from coming in and taking you over is by using the white light of protection. Feel that you are protected by your energies, that you are powerful, and that your energies and God's energies, or the universal energies of love and light and goodness, are so impenetrable that only what is for your highest and best is going to be brought in. And if something else sneaks in because you've forgotten to shield that day, or maybe your shields just were a little bit loose, then all you have to do is say, is this mine? If you hear no, say thank you for the information, now please take it away, and the guides will release it, or your inner self will release the knowledge. It's just knowledge. Whether you keep it and let it affect you physically is your determination. You are the creator of this. You are the creator of what you feel, see, and sense. You allow things in and then you keep them. You can also not allow things in or release them. This is the problem with a lot of healers, is that they will, instead of using universal energy as they are told, especially like with Reiki, it's God energy. It isn't their energy that is creating the healing. It is that energy running through them, being sent to the person, and that person's acceptance of that healing that can heal them if they choose. We have free will. We can choose to accept the healing. We can accept these emotions from other people. We can accept anything, or we can choose to release it, reject it, and not allow it. So take back your power. Allow yourself to understand how incredibly powerful you are, that you are not at the mercy of everything around you, that you have ways of dealing with it. Additionally, what is truth is that for many, many, many years, we have been poisoning our planet. We have been using DDTs. We have been using Roundup. We have been using lots of poisons and chemicals on our crops, and we have been ingesting those crops. Those chemicals do not disappear. They go into the soil. They go into the water. They go into the air. All the carbon that we have released into the air is doing damage to our planet. If it's doing damage to the planet, then you have to surmise that it is also doing damage to us. So all of what we have been breathing, eating, experiencing from our planet is being absorbed into our body and can make us ill. Now, what can we do about it? Well, certainly we have to watch what we eat. Processed foods, foods that have a lot of injections, like antibiotics injected into chickens, hormones injected into what we eat, can produce side effects in us. We already know that certain hormones, like through birth control pills, cause cancer. We already know that. That's an absolute certainty. So what happens when they inject these same hormones into chickens, into poultry of any sort, into livestock, and then we ingest the meat of those animals? So be very careful about the meat that you're ingesting. But understand that vegetables also have issues, that we're raising vegetables in ways that are genetically modified, or we are raising them in ground that has been soiled with DDTs. So even our vegetable matter and fruits need to be really looked at thoroughly. And one of the ways to do that would be either to have your own garden that you do organically, or if you can't do that, or you have to buy some of your produce, then get to know the local farmers, get to know the local people who grow your food. Instead of going to a Safeway, a Fry's, an Albertsons, whatever you have in your community, go to the local farmers. Find out who grows organically. Find out, get to know these people so that you know that they're telling you truth. And then buy your produce from there. You're going to have some problems with fish products unless you know fishermen on each coast. Living in a desert, that is an issue. So the best that you can do there is keep researching what fish products seem to have the most mercury, the most poisons, etc. in them, and then modulate how much of that you eat. We have to take our power back by learning about what we're eating, how we're eating, and also what will help us to be healthy. And one of the ways that we can do that most people don't bother with is during your meditations, if you will spend just a little time talking with your body and asking it what it needs and asking it what's happening with it, and then visualizing that body being healthy and well and energized and protected, and then listening to what it tells you about what foods it likes, what it needs, what it doesn't need. I know that sounds silly. I know some of you are being very skeptical about that, but watch what happens if you try this. Do me a favor, try it for a month, listen to the body, do what it tells you to do, even if you don't want to, and then tell me what happens. Thank you. This is just my opinion. I'm Joan Scibienski, signing out.